마침 댁에 계시다고 하니까 정말 세계에서 가장 권위 있는 색채 전문가의 자택에는 어떤 컬러들이 있을까 굉장히 궁금한데 혹시 집을 이렇게 랜선으로 조금 소개해 주실 수 있을지 조금 무리한 부탁일 수도 있지만.
Yes, absolutely. I would be delighted to do that. So we are going to take a tour. Is that it?
와, 정말
너무 감사합니다.
감사합니다.
All right. So, yes. Okay. We're going to take a tour.
와, 집 투어다.
All right. We're going to start first. Let's start with the bedroom.
침실까지.
오,
I think I need to show you the color of my bedroom,
기대요.
which happens to be very Perry.
와,
어떻게 소름 끼쳤어.
As you can see, the walls are painted, the ceiling is painted a very intense Perry blue. And I have a collection of evening bags that I think are quite lovely against the blue background. Even the curtains have the periwinkle blue patterning in them.
아, 그렇구나. 여러 패턴의
네.
페리윙클 블루를.
So you have two very interesting colors playing against each other, I think.
나무와의 조합이 참 미묘하네요.
Yes, thank you. We're going to take a walk down through the kitchen.
와, 궁금하다.
Are we ready? Okay.
따라가고 있습니다.
You're following me. Okay.
분위기가 완전 다르네.
오, 다르네요.
굉장히 클래식한 또 분위기와 모던이 같이
네.
어우러져 있네요.
따뜻한 톤으로.
It is, yes, it is very classical. And again, because I live in an area of the country where beautiful woods are really used, and the ceiling treatment, the wood treatments around the framing of the rooms, I felt that it was important to keep the wood feeling going. But I have to tell you that my dinnerware is very, very colorful.
정말 좀 빛이 나무에 떨어지는 게 너무 아름답습니다.
소장님 댁에 가고 싶네요.
아니 조명에 대해서 고려 많이 하시는 거죠, 실제로.
Yes, yes. And of course, I took advantage of the high ceilings that I have in here to put some ceramic collection that I felt was very interesting to do in the green tones against the browns. Because the green is very soothing kind of color, and I'm always thinking about the psychology of color and the importance of getting the right emotions across in each room.
보여주셨을 때 저는 침실이 굉장히 인상적이었어요. 메리 페리가 이런 느낌을 주는 색이구나라는 거를 딱 알 수 있더라고요.
컬러를 활용하면
네.
같은 공간에서
그럴
변화를
것
가지고
같아요,
올 수
진짜.
있는 그런 방법이 있는데 집 자체의 인테리어에 너무 많은 투자를 하시지 마시고 소장님의 방법 같이 가구나 소품이나
네.
조명에
네.
이렇게 본인의 컬러를 입히시면 자신만의 공간을 만들 수 있고 또 이사 가실 때 가져가실 수 있다는
좋네요.
꿀팁 드립니다.
아니 그럼 소장님 그 해마다 이렇게 그 올해 컬러로 안방을 바꾸시는 거예요?
No, I don't.
아, 그건 아니고.
아니시구나.
아.
That would get a little expensive, wouldn't it? No, what I do though is with the accessories, as was mentioned, I do like to change accessories out, and it's the least expensive way to go. However, I will say to you that it costs far less to paint a wall than it does to replace a sofa or your carpeting.
그럴 수 있네요.
저는 인간의 행동을 연구하는 뇌과학자인데요. 소장님께서 돌아다니실 때 얼마나 기뻐하시는지. 그러니까 단순히
맞아,
작품을 사진으로 보는 게 아니라 소장님의 몸짓에 드러나는 그 자연스러움과 사랑이 제일 눈에 띄어서 직접 소장님께서 걸어가시면서 보여줬던 게 특별하게 다가왔습니다.
Oh, thank you. I have to say that a home should reflect who you are. It should reflect your love of color, your comfort level.
네.
And I give that advice to people all the time. Don't be so concerned about how it may appear to someone else, but you're the one that lives in that space. You need to feel comfortable in it. So let it be an expression of you. That's most important. People have to reflect their own particular feelings about color. And if you chose never to use any of the Pantone colors of the year, that's fine.
알아보니까 올해의 컬러를 발표한 지 벌써 22년째라고 들었어요. 세계의 컬러 트렌드를 이끌고 계신데요. 올해의 컬러를 처음 선정하게 된 계기가 무엇이었는지, 그리고 당시 사람들의 반응이 어땠는지 궁금합니다.
궁금하네요.
Well, that's a wonderful question because in 1999, before we moved into the new millennium,
와, 99년.
people were calling Pantone and they were asking, what is the color of the new millennium? And because I'm the executive director of the Pantone Color Institute, the question was addressed to me. And so it was my challenge, because the color of the year needs to be symbolic. It's not only a question of making products beautiful, but it also has to have a message that you impart to the world. And because it was threshold of a new millennium, there were many people who were a little bit frightened. There was even talk about the clock stopping.
네, 맞아요.
You know, when it struck midnight on the first day of the new year.
Y2K, Y2K.
그렇죠.
Yeah, there was fear.
맞아요.
서기 2000년이 되면은 컴퓨터가 연도를 인식하지 못해서 엉뚱하게 작동하는 문제, 이것을 밀레니엄 버그 혹은 Y2K라고 하죠.
해결하지 못할 경우 핵폭탄이 발사되는 상황이 초래될 수 있다고.
There's still time to make a real difference. Just a little bit anxious when the new millennium begins.
But at the same time, there was this looking forward. It's a new millennium. It's going to be a very different time. So I chose a color which is called cerulean blue.
아, 세를리언 블루.
Which is essentially the color of a beautiful sky. So because it spoke to be reassured, feel confident about the future. The sky may be covered with clouds, maybe a very gray day, but eventually the clouds go away and you see a beautiful blue sky.
와, 너무 좋다. 네.
So with that, you had this feeling of something to look forward to, something to be optimistic about, looking into the heavens, what lies ahead of us. At that particular time, the media all wanted to know, well, tell us about the color of next year.
Yeah.
So what happened was that we would continue to do it after that every year, which we have done.
그게 시작이었네요.
기회였구나, 기회.
근데 굉장히 재미있는 게 색깔이라는 것이 어느 시대를 볼 때 어떤 시대 정신이 사실 늘 색깔과 함께 가는데 그걸 이렇게 집어내서 트렌드를 반영하는 한 해의 어떤 색이다라고 제안하셨던 게 굉장히 특별했다라는 느낌이 들고요. 근데 그러면서 또 하나 이제 드는 의문은 정확하게 어떠한 방식으로 올해의 컬러가 선정되는지 굉장히 궁금합니다.
Well, we have to do a lot of homework, a lot of research. What we do is to look at different areas that give us ideas and concepts about color. We also talk to people, regular people, consumers, and find out what their feelings are, what their hopes and aspirations are. But we can look at the world of art. We certainly look at fashion. Sometimes even the world of sports.
스포츠도.
But this year what we did, because we are living in such a new world now, our realities are so different than they were several years ago, we felt it was important to create a new color. and we came up with Very Perry because we felt that blue is a favorite color for many, many people. It's a color that does bring them some tranquility, some feeling of serenity. But we wanted to add an undertone to that color, a bit of violet to add energy to the color. Because since we've been through what we've been through in the last few years, we all need that kind of energy. And creating a new Pantone color really fit our needs better than any other.
사실 또 이 아이즈먼 소장님의 이력을 보니까 심리학 전공을
그러니까
했고.
맞아요. 심리학 전공이더라고요. 저는 그냥 아이즈먼 소장님이 하시는 일이 단순히 컬러와 사물 디자인을 연결하는 일인가라고 생각했는데 말씀을 들어보니까 사실 이 색채 심리학이라는 게 사람을 또 치유해 줄 수도 있는 부분인 것 같아요. 색깔로서.
Yes, absolutely. And of course, it's being almost like a therapist. So, I mean, I've gotten some wonderful comments from people, emails and on social media as well, thanking us for coming to a color that has provided some balance in their lives at a very difficult time. And that, I feel, is just so rewarding.
보람이 있으시겠다 정말.
아무래도 저는 역사를 연구하니까
네.
시대 흐름을 계속 보게 되잖아요. 근데 이제 뭐 매해가 우리한테 의미가 있긴 하지만 특별히 우리한테 이제 충격으로 다가오는 해들이 있어요. 근데 그 중에 대표적인 게 2008년 금융위기. 그때 이제 사실 이 연구소에서 발표한 색감이 미모사색이에요. 근데 그게 전 되게 감동적이었던 게 짙은 개나리색이거든요. 우리식으로 표현하면. 그러니까 일종의 봄을 원하는데 약간 좀 힘들어. 그래서 어떤 그런 힘듦이 들어가지만 그래도 봄을 염원하는 인간의 의지가 같이 투영돼 있구나. 야, 이거 대단하다. 이런 또 감흥을 느꼈던 적이 있어요.
이처럼 하나의 색상이 수천 마디의 말보다 강력한 힘을 가지는 이유는 뭐라고 생각하세요?
색의 힘.
Well, I think that we see it certainly in the marketplace. If you were to go into the store and you're looking for a bath soap, something that you wanted to use that was very soft and soothing on your skin and would make you feel relaxed, and you saw it in a bright red package, the message would be completely lost. The product might be a light color, and it might have all the right reasons for choosing it, and yet if you put it in the wrong packaging, if you put it in an inappropriate color, it's going to turn people off.